Hello, Sally from Sally Rubs Hypnosis here. Today we're going to focus on the habit of negative self-talk. And I'm going to do an exercise to help you to release the habit of negative self-talk, which many of us have for numerous different reasons. But our focus today is to help you to reduce or stop your negative self-talk, because it can be a habit and it can become almost part of who we are, how we treat ourselves, how we react. So today we're going to allow you through these exercises to disconnect and let go of that negative self-talk, because we want to come from a place of self-love and self-acceptance. We want you to be excited about who you are and your life. I am going to ask you to close your eyes, and I want you to take a deep breath and your job is to keep your eyes shut during this exercise. I want you to make sure that you are sitting or lying in a comfortable position. And I just want you to take another deep breath and do a release loudly, as comfortable as you feel. You're going to imagine, or you're going to feel, some relaxation coming into your skull. Now, this relaxation can present as a color or a feeling, but it's going to be whatever's relaxing to you today. This color or feeling of relaxation that's entering into your skull, we're going to spread through your body. From your scalp, down the sides of your head, down the back and down the front of your face. Remember, your face is just for you. There's only one of you. It is absolutely perfect the way it is. When you get to your eyes, make sure that your eyelids are just gently meeting one another, continuing to allow this colour or feeling of relaxation to spread down the sides, down the back and down the front of your face. When you get to your jaw, you're going to make sure that your jaw is not clenched, that our tongue isn't perched to the roof of our mouth, and that our lips are just gently meeting. Continuing to flow or float this wonderful feeling of relaxation into our neck. This colour or feeling of relaxation now spreading through your body is aiming to release the tightness, the tension of your muscles, your cells, your tendons, whatever you need to do to get your body as relaxed as possible, through your neck, down to your shoulder blades, across to your shoulders, to your elbows, to your wrists, your hands, fingers and thumbs. Back up to where we left off at our shoulder blades, and allowing our colour or feeling of relaxation to spread into your chest, down into your torso, upper back, middle back, lower back, into your hips. Giving a little bit of extra love to our internal organs, which keep us alive and functioning every day. We are very lucky. Our hips to our knees to our ankles, and into our feet and our toes. And just checking in with your body today and seeing if you can relax or release anything further. And taking another deep breath and doing your exhale, making sure that you are as relaxed as you can be. Now remember, our focus today is about letting go of that negative self-talk, that habit that we may have formed. And what I want you to do is, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to imagine that we can find your negative self-talk in your body. And what you're going to do is you're going to find your negative self-talk in your body. It might live somewhere in your body. It might live in your brain. And I want you to imagine it as an object. Now, mine looks like those chattering toy teeth that, click together. I want you to pull out your negative self-talk, and I want you to imagine that you can kick it all the way into the deep, dark ocean. So get out your negative self-talk. Imagine it as an abstract item or just an item, and kick it all the way out into the deep, dark ocean. And then I want you to imagine that you're saying goodbye to it. You've kicked it away. And in its place, I want you to replace in your body love, tenderness, appreciation, acceptance. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go to your brain. And I want you to find in your brain where this negative self-talk lives. I want you to imagine you've got an eraser. Now, it can be an eraser for like a blackboard or whiteboard, or one of those white erasers that we use to erase grey leads. What I want you to do is I want you to find where that negative self-talk habit lives, and I want you to actually erase it from your brain. So imagine in your imagination that you've got your eraser in your hand and that you're erasing that negative self-talk from your brain. Be quite firm that, no, today I've had enough of this. I'm going to begin loving myself. I'm going to begin treating myself with respect. I'm going to begin accepting myself. And as you begin rubbing it out, I actually want you to feel a shift and that you will overcome this habit. Now, once all of your negative self-talk is erased, I want you to replace it with things that you actually want to think and feel. So, for example, a lot of clients will talk to me about happiness, calmness, love, acceptance. And I want you to insert into your brain the things that you want to feel. Now, this can take place in a feeling, thoughts, it can be an image, it can be people. Very simply, I just want you to insert into your brain how you want to feel about yourself and your life. So for me, I want to be excited. I want to be full of self-love, self-acceptance. I want to wake up every day and be excited to be me living my life. Maybe put images of what this looks and feels like for you. I want you to notice the shift within yourself, the transition within yourself, and how you think and feel already a little bit differently. Now, I want you to move yourself in front of a mirror. Now, this can be a full-length mirror. It can be just your bathroom mirror, a little handheld mirror, the mirror in your car, rear view mirror, as long as you can see your eyes. And I want you to look into your eyes. And as you do so, we're going to have a little bit of a stern talk. I want you to be like, that principal or that teacher saying, no more negative self-talk. We're not playing. We're not doing it anymore. We deserve better. We're going to set a better example for ourselves. We're going to expect more from ourselves. You can tell yourself you've erased this negative self-talk. You've removed this negative self-talk. We just aren't playing anymore. We're not going to do it. We're not going to feel it. And as you talk to yourself, I want you to instead think about what you're going to do when you have these negative thoughts pop in your head. You're going to sweep them aside with a broom, and you can imagine doing this. In your imagination, when you get that negative self-talk beginning to form in your thoughts, in your emotions, you're just going to imagine that broom, boop, 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 sweep it away. And I want you to practice this. Every time you have that negative thought, that negative feeling, you're simply going to sweep it away. And I want you to continue as you're staring into your own eyes, knowing that this is who you are now. You sweep away your negative self-talk, your negative self-thoughts. Bop, 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 sweep them away. I'm this or I'm that, or I'm terrible, I'm sad, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm lazy. Nope, sweep every one of those away. Sweep, sweep, and I want you to continue sweeping until you know that if you have any negative self-thoughts, you will just sweep them away. Continue sweeping. Sweep them all away And from now on, any negative thoughts, any negative feelings will simply be swept away. Sweep them out. Out of your head, out of your body. Sweep, sweep, sweep. And now as you continue to look into your eyes, you've swept all these thoughts away, and you know that from now on you will be able to do this. You will be able to sweep away the negative, because we actually don't do that anymore. Now I want you to flip it, and I want you to continue to look into your eyes, and I want you to begin to tell yourself the things that you do want to say to yourself. So for example, I love myself, I accept myself, I am happy, I am calm, I am relaxed, I am capable, I am smart, I am successful, I am rich. And I just want you to continue saying these thoughts to yourself on repeat, the things that you want in your life as you're staring into your own eyes. And I'm going to leave you for a moment, and I want you focused, staring into your eyes, telling yourself the things you want moving forward. Just continue to repeat them, repeat them, repeat them. And as you continue to stare into your own eyes, I want you to imagine that you're wrapping yourself in a cloak. This cloak is containing all of those wonderful new thought habits that we're going to be thinking and feeling moving forwards. Every time you think about yourself, I want you to think about this cloak and how it has enamored yourself with these new thoughts and feelings about yourself, the positivity. And that this is who you are moving forward. I want you to remember that if you have any negative thoughts or feelings about yourself, you simply sweep them out with your broom. They have no place in your mind or body anymore. And as you look at yourself with your cloak on, you know that you think and feel differently about yourself. And I want you to feel that shift, that change, that transition within yourself. Remembering that from now on, you sweep out the bad, and your cloak protects you and reminds you of who you really are. And I want you to commit to yourself that this is how you're going to feel moving forward. I want you to begin to feel into your fingers, your toes, your arms, your legs, your torso, and your wonderful head. I want you to begin to wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. If it's comfortable for you, get a bit of movement in your arms and legs. If it's comfortable for you, I want you to move your head very gently from side to side. I want you to begin to stretch, again, if that is an option for you physically. And begin to feel into your body as you begin to return and become aware of yourself. Stretching, moving, opening your eyes. I want to thank you for joining me. I want to remind you from now on that you have this cloak protecting you and your positive thoughts and feelings. Any negative thoughts or feelings, remember you're just going to sweep them away. Boop, boop, boop. Sweep away the bad. And remember your cloak keeps the good within. Today you are letting go of that habit of negative self-talk, and you're going to speak kindly to yourself moving forward. I wish to thank you for joining me today. As always, please reach out if you have any comments. Thank you.